Captain by a hook with a red beard. Captain by a hook with a red beard.
Yeah. Brand new week, brand new something. Feel like who with the brand new man. Great weekend in sports. Felt good to have the WNBA back in action. Got to watch some hoops, baby. Also, things heating up in the MLB. Astros staying hot. Hot boys on fire. Hot boys on fire. We'll talk some MLB a little later, including Astros. Got them at 11-1 yesterday to win the World Series. They are 10-1 today, which means absolutely Nathan. But I like them. I like what I'm seeing from them Stros. Pitching's my only concern, but I think they got enough decent pitching to go along with those bats of theirs to get the job done come October. But man, how about the damn W? Caitlin Clark, she is who the hype said she was. Let's just say that right now. I was kind of being tough on her in the beginning. I said once she gets comfortable, she needs to figure out that mid range. She needs to understand how to use her dribble better. She needs to understand how to use her teammates better. And at times early in the season, it felt like even her teammates were looking at her like, bruh, why are you here? But all of that's changed. She went into the All Star game and into the Olympic break on fire. She had some huge games, almost got the triple double against Phoenix. I believe that was late June. And she's came out of the All Star break on fire. Caitlin Clark is going to be a dang dog in this league. She just has one more thing she needs to improve on, in my opinion. Um, she's got that weird LeBron era stigma. Crybaby, pouting, whining to the refs. The Luca syndrome. Started with LeBron, Luca picked it up. Now it feels like all the greats got it. But she'll get over it. She'll stop crying to the refs. But I'm liking her attitude. I'm liking where she's at. I'm liking her mental. 23 points yesterday and a blowout win over a good Seattle Storm team. She also set the record for most assists by a rookie. Still about 15 games left. So shout out to her for handling business. She's going to set the mark where I don't think anybody's going to reach it for a while as far as assists go. For some reason, nobody's saying how many assists. It's like 230 something. All these freaking articles. Well, she broke the assist record. She broke the assist record. 232. Previous record of 224. She went into the game needing three. And her record was set in 1998 and 98. She also was one assist away yesterday from setting a record of most consecutive 20 points and 10 assist games, which is bananas. But anyway, let's diggity dive on in. Got a lot to talk about both on the diamond in the MLB and in the W on the hardwood, baby. We're rocking and rolling. Also got some bets to give out later in the show. Also, Want to preview? We got some football this week. That's real. Some college foosball, baby. Just gonna take a glance at the board today. Or through the course of this week, we will be breaking down these games for week 0 and giving out bets right here on Captain by a Hook with the red beard. I am Rowan Donaghy, aka Rowan Dobbs, going live on a beautiful, fantastic Monday after a fantastic weekend. It is the 19th of August, baby, the year 2024. Jump into this diamond a little bit before we get to the W right here on Captain by a Hook. I want to look at the standings. I just like touching on the standings every Monday, just giving everybody a feel of where we're at. Baltimore, the Orioles, after the Yanks, they lost last night. They were up 1-0 in the top of the ninth. I didn't get a chance to check back in. Um, it says they lost too, so I believe it. I don't know why I got to double check it for the record. Double check it for the record. They lose 2-3 in the 10th. Oh, no, I'm kidding. But man, Baltimore Orioles 73-52, Yankees 73-52. This race could not be tighter with the Yankees losing two. However, Orioles right now, I guess they have the tiebreaker, are in first place on paper. Red Sox 7 games behind them, 3.5 behind the wild card. It's going to be fun watching these Red Sox the last month. See if they get in any kind of position. Only 3.5 back. So we'll see what the hell happens. You got the Mariners who just went on a bad run. I think they lost 4 in a row before finally getting a win yesterday. Astros running away with the damn division. They now have a 4-game lead over the Mariners. Man, minus 650. Sometimes the gut tells you. I don't know why early July I said, let me look at these Astros. They starting to heat up. Let me see. Plus 145, give it to me to win the division. Jumped all over it. Text the homies to jump all over it. One of my biggest regrets is I wasn't here to give you that bet to jump all over it. A jump on it. Jump on it. But Astros, man, now minus 650. 9-1 over the last 10. Winners of 2 in a row. Astros. That's why I'm here to tell you they're looking good. And if you want to get them at a good price, get them now. I know it's early. I took 11-1 yesterday for them to win the World Series. You can get them at 10-1 right now to win the World Series. Your book might have a different price, maybe even a better price. If you're a price shopper, which unfortunately and sadly I am not, you might be able to go out there and find a 12-1 or even longer. But I pretty much just bet the books, baby. I don't run around looking for a better price like I should. If I like it, I love it. If I don't, F it. But the Mariners, man, falling apart like a good brisket. Definitely think they can be caught when it comes to that wild card. They're actually 5.5 back from the wild card. They're farther back from the wild card than the Red Sox. So you're telling me it's the Royals, the Twins, and the Yankees right now for the wild card. AL Central standing strong. Who would have thunk at the beginning of this season you'd get the Guardians with 72 wins at this point? They've lost 3 in a row. You get the Twins at 70 wins, 6-4 over their last 10, 2 games back from the Guardians, 1 game up on the wild card spot. And then you get the Kansas City Royals, 69 wins on the season, 3 games back from the Guardians, holding on to that last wild card spot. Winners of 4 in a row, getting hot when it matters most. Don't look now, but the Royals are plus 109 in run differential. That is the second best in the entire American League behind only the Yankees. And those are the only two teams over 100 in the American League. The next closest is the Orioles at 90. And then you got Guardians, Twins, Astros all in the 70s. And then the Mariners at plus 24, Red Sox plus 25. I don't think we're seeing the Red Sox or the Mariners in the playoffs this season. Mariners, that's why I love the Mariners. I love to laugh at them. I hate the Mariners. I hate the Mariners fans. Not the biggest fan of Seattle as a city. I don't mind saying it. Uh, Personal reasons. Nothing against the city. Been there once. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. But I just love laughing at y'all, man. Y'all thought this was y'all year. I Hey, keep rooting, I guess. 64 and 61. Probably end the season under 500. If I had to predict anything, probably end the season around 78 and 85 is what I'm guessing. Mariners falling apart like a good brisket, leading the lead in strikeouts, I believe. National League, baby. You got the Phillies. Still kind of just, trotting along. Luckily for them, the Braves are doing the same. Braves acting like they don't want it. They're 7 games back. And then you get the New York Metropolitans, baby. 2 games out of the wild card spot, keeping the fight and the hope alive. Phillies, 7 games up with 73 wins, taking over the NL East. In the Central, you got the 72-win Brewers, the Brew Crew. Won 5 in a row, Milwaukee has. Now have an 11-game lead on the Cardinals, 11.5-game lead on the Cubs, 12 on the Reds, and the Pirates, the Pittsburgh Pirates, finally get a win over the weekend. I think they went to the weekend on a 12-game losing streak. Oogly and boogly, man. Shout out to the Diamondbacks. Go on a 6-game win streak and get everybody talking about you and then just fall flat on your face. 3-game losing streak for the Diamondbacks over the weekend. Good news for them though. They get to take on Miami starting tonight. Probably be a pretty easy series if they want it. Padres, 7-3 over the last 10, as well as the Dodgers, 7-3 over the last 10. Dodgers, the Brooklyn Bums, 73 wins, 3-game lead over the 70-win Padres. Diamondbacks stuck at 69 wins. And then you got the Giants. Don't look now. They're only 4 games back from the wild card spot. Um, and they're 63 and 63. Looking to get some winning baseball going. 5-5 over the last 5. Hey, good news. The White Sox are coming to town. So go get your 3 wins, baby. Um, can't wait for that. That'll be a fun thing to watch over this week. But man, it was a great weekend in baseball. Whew. Looking forward to today's games. Let's just preview the slate real quick. Got some good pitching matchups going. If you're looking at some late night games, you get the Mariners taking on the Dodgers. The Trolley Dodgers. It'll be Garrett Stone on the mound for the Dodgers. Brandon on the mound for the Mariners. Wu is 5-1, 2.06 ERA, going up against a 10-5 Stone. Kikuchi, he's gonna get the start for the Astros. And man, Astros picked up Kikuchi like he was a star-studded pitcher. Maybe he does get better down there in Houston without as much pressure on him to be great. Seth Lugo taking the mound for the Royals, 13-7 ERA of 3.04. They'll be taking on the Angels. Astros take on the Red Sox with Kikuchi. Kikuchi. Doug Peterson, don't look now. He's 7-1 for the Mets. Probably their best pitcher this season. They'll be taking on the Orioles though. That'll be a damn game to watch if you like good baseball. 2 lefties on the mound. Doug Peterson, Trevor Rogers. Trevor Rogers only 2-11. When you play for a team 73-52, you're 2-11. It ain't looking too good, buddy. Still waiting for pitchers to be announced in the Diamondbacks Marlins game and for the Reds. Reds will be taking on the Blue Jays with Kevin Gausman. Man, I thought Gausman was gonna be like a Cy Young Award like pitcher. Um, uh-uh, uh-uh. What'd you say about Gausman? Uh-uh. Anyway, it's Captain by a Hook, baby. Let's jump over to some hardwood and talk some WNBA. One team over the weekend on a 6-game win streak currently clinching the playoff spot, the only team in the league to do so this early, the 23-4 New York Monstars. I mean, the Liberty, the New York Liberty. Brianna Stewart has been absolutely on a tear since coming back from the Olympics. Sabrina Ionescu has been doing her damn thing, and they've been getting help from the others. Man, 15-2 in the conference, 12-1 at home, 11-3 on the road. They're 23-4, 9-1 over their last 10. Only lost to 3 teams this season. Man, excuse me. Another team that's been impressive since coming back from the Olympic break is the Minnesota Lynx. I want to talk about them for a second. Um, Fully healthy now. They stumbled into the break, missing their star, Nafisa Collier. She's been back and acting a donkey. She had 30 points on Saturday against the Mystics. The Lynx are now 19-8, holding on to third place. They're a half a game back from second place. And believe you me, I don't think Connecticut's going to be holding on to that second place spot for very long. Connecticut falling to the Atlanta Dream. Since starting 10-0, they are 9-7. So barely over 500 since that great 10-0 start. I don't think if they have that amazing 10-0 start, they're anywhere near where they are. I mean, that's easy to say, but 19-7 right now. Without that 10-0 start, I think they're down there with Phoenix around 500, 15-13. Phoenix is right now currently in sixth place. With a 2 game lead over the Indiana Fever, who's won 2 in a row, who looks like the hottest team in basketball. And I'm gonna be honest, I think this Indiana Fever team is about to end this season on a damn tear. Caitlin Clark is realizing her powers. She's realizing how to use them at this level, and her teammates are rallying around her. Also, she's learning how to get the ball to players. Players like Katie Hull. Shout out to her. I don't know the exact number, but she was 6 for 7 at some point yesterday, with a career high 22 points, just lacing threes left and right. Aaliyah Boston stepped up huge since they've been getting better and better. She's really been the biggest part of Caitlin Clark's development. Once Caitlin Clark realized, hey, I can get the ball to last year's Rookie of the Year, and she can get some buckets for me and give me some assists and get me in rhythm and get the team rolling and get her rolling. They've been a good damn basketball team. Kelsey Mitchell also has been absolutely huge, huge shot maker, huge playmaker for the Indiana Fever. They're 13-15 right now. They're going to end the season with a winning record. I think they end the season around the fifth or fourth spot in the league. I think Connecticut's going to continue to fall. Seattle and Phoenix, two great teams, two veteran teams, so they're gonna get some games, but I think the Fever could jump possibly both of those teams here down the last 15 games of the season. Man, I guess it's more like 12 games. I've been saying 15 games since we came back, and yeah, we're down to like 12 games in the season. Again, New York Liberty only team to clinch a playoff spot so far, but the Wings, the Sparks, and the Mystics. Y'all got to start winning games. Y'all can't just keep losing, keep losing, keep losing. Um, Atlanta Dream keeps their hopes alive. They're a game and a half back from a playoff spot, with the Chicago Sky a game and a half above them. Atlanta's won 2 in a row, but they're 2-8. They go into the break on an 8 game losing streak, come out of the break on a 2 game winning streak. I guess they just needed a break, huh? Huh? You see what I did there? They needed, because they before the and then after, but they needed the break. But I like what I see from Atlanta. I don't think they get into the playoffs. I think the 4 teams right now out of the playoffs stay out of the playoffs. I think we're looking at a Chicago team holding that 8th seed and ending up in the last spot, coming down to the wire. I think Phoenix or Seattle will actually drop to that 7th spot. I do think the Fever will jump somebody here, maybe getting up as high as the 5th seed. And I think Connecticut will drop to that 4th seed, and it'll be a fight out of Minnesota and Las Vegas, who actually play, I believe, if not tomorrow, Wednesday. I can look up that in a second. or maybe not. But that's going to be a good ass dang game. Yeah, that's Wednesday. You get the Lynx and the Aces. Those two teams are going to be fighting for that 3 seed. Um, fighting for that 2 seed. It's going to be the Lynx or the Aces in the 2 seed. Whichever one don't get it in the 3, and then I believe the 4 seed. If Connecticut can hold strong, maybe they stay in the 4 seed. But only 2.5 games between the 5 seed and the 2 seed. So it's gonna be some fun watching this last month of WNBA and how everything ends and how we go into the playoffs and who's gonna be hot and who's not. But I will say, man, just a huge disappointment in the Dallas Wings. They came into the season the most injured team. They were missing 3 of their 5 starters. They got healthy, but it's just too late, too little. And they're not fully healthy. They're still missing 1 or 2 players. Um, 6-20, man. Far cry from the 18 wins last season. They were praising before the season their coach, like their coach won a championship last year, and this is just horrible. 6-20. Sparks, we know what they dealt with their injuries. The Mystics really have no excuse. They really don't have any injuries. They just got bad coaching. Man, WNBA is going to be shook up this offseason. They're going to be adding teams. Coaches going to be getting fired. We're in a beautiful place right now, WNBA wise. They have the night off tonight. Tomorrow, 3-game slate. We will dive into it. The Sun will take on the Sparks. Wings take on the Liberty. Both of those games, huge favorites. And then the Storm, Mystics play tomorrow as well. All 3 of those games, by the way, at 6 o'clock. So, can we get a double header? Sheesh. No, I'm playing. Wednesday, though, that's what I'm waiting for. Good double header there. 6:30, you get the Dream and the Mercury. And then you get my Lynx taking on the Aces. Man, man. Liberty take on the Wings twice this week. Thank you. Thank you. Gonna be some good paydays there. If you know me, then you know me. Let's preview this college football slate, baby. Finally, that time, middle of August, baby. Start to get some college football going down. Man. It's finally back. All you losers who've been talking about football since March, here you go. There's some football on the horizon. Also, speaking of football, before I jump into this real quickly, be on the lookout on this channel in the video slab. I'm dropping some content later today. We're throwing a freaking dart at it. Throwing a bleeping dart at it. Breaking down all NFL teams and futures. I'm gonna do 2 or 3 a day up until the kickoff in 2.5 weeks. But looking at this college football slate, today's just gonna be a glazer. Drop some eyes on it. Um, nothing, nothing in stone. You got Florida State. Every day I'll dive into it a little deeper. We got Florida State taking on Georgia Tech this weekend. That'll be the highlight game of the 11 o'clock slate. It's also the only game on at 11 o'clock. Man, this week 0 gets worse and worse every time, every season. Bunch of games August 29th. That's a Thursday, huh? Am I correct on that? 29th is a Thursday. There's like 40 games on a Thursday. That'll be a fun day. Thursdays are for betting. If you didn't know, now you know. So I guess there's what, only 4 games this weekend? Huh. What kind of week 0 is this? Talk about a week 0. Florida State taking on Georgia Tech. At least we'll get one decent game over set at 55 in a hook. the spread is Florida State, the 10 seed in the nation, as 11.5 point favorites. Man, coming in at the number 10 seed for Florida State, just another uppercut from the system after booting them from the college football playoffs last season. It's going to be an exciting year. Of course, we get the college football playoffs with 12 teams, which I think will be a lot less exciting than we're expecting, but a lot more exciting for a brief moment going into the last few weeks when everybody's fighting for position. But I think once we actually get to the 12 team floor, it's going to feel like too much. But Florida State, Georgia Tech, baby. Florida State, 11.5 point favorites. Man, how do you not bet that? 11.5, the over 55.5. I like the over and the 11.5. Chalk on chalk on chalk for me there. If I had to bet it, probably will end up taking something on this game, and it'll probably be the over 55.5. I like that. I like it a lot. I think Florida State runs away with this game and gets up into the high 40s. I think they get about 48 on their own. Then you're just looking for Georgia Tech to get you 10 to 17 points to kind of cap off that over. Very doable for sure, especially in the week 0 game. Montana State taking on New Mexico. Oh, oh, oh. Montana State, 9.5 point favorites. This game's a 3 o'clock kickoff on a Saturday. They're forcing you to watch it, baby. Nothing else going on. If you need football, if you're fiending for it, if you've been waiting for it since whenever the hell it ended, you're definitely watching this game. Somebody like me, no, no, thank you. But 9.5, going to Montana State, kind of like the home dogs in that one, plus the 9.5. But I could be wrong. I'm gonna do some more research on this one. Total set at 53 and a hook. This feels about right for these two teams. Then you get SMU and Nevada, baby. Talk about prime time football. Saturday night, 7 p.m. We're getting SMU in Nevada. SMU 27.5 point favorites. Total set at 57.5. 27.5. That is a huge number for an SMU team taking on Nevada. And then late night, baby, for all you degenerate gamblers, for all the losing betters. That's always the joke with Hawaii in college football and college basketball. If you're betting that game at 11 o'clock at night, you're trying to get some money back that you lost on the day. But Hawaii's minus 38 and a hook at home taking on Delaware State. I mean, that is just absolutely ridiculous numbers. What are you going to bet a dog plus 38.5? Over set at 55.5 on that game. Hawaii taking on Delaware State to round out week 0, baby. And then yeah, like I said, dozens and dozens of games for some reason on a Thursday. Got a bunch of good ones too for you. We'll definitely be breaking these down. Cannot wait. Um, it's like a Saturday slate on Thursday. Makes no sense, but hey, it's college football, baby. Nothing usually makes sense. Even got a Friday night game with Oklahoma and Temple. Man, talk about some fun, huh? Can't wait to start really diving deep into these games and start talking college football here with you guys on Captain by a Hook, baby. Mm-mm, mm-mm-mm. Man, Doug Peterson 7-1 for the Mets. I just don't think they beat the Orioles though. Orioles plus 112. Trying to talk myself into that one all morning. Um, Still trying to talk myself into it as we speak. Kikuchi pitching for the Stros. I just like saying Kikuchi. How about the dang Royals? See if they can do the damn thing. One of those teams I don't bet on a lot. The dang Royals, the Royals. Man, I'm gonna go with some. We're gonna have some fun today. I got 4 bets for you on the diamond. Got some risky ones. But hey, I like it. I love it. And I want some more of it. I'm trying to talk myself into this Astros plus 172 on the run line. Kikuchi! But you can't do it. Not with Kikuchi pitching. Definitely not with a Red Sox team hungry and talented as they are. Well, let's get to these dang bets. I need somebody, anybody, hit me with the horn. All righty, dighty. Let's go with the Diamondbacks, baby. First bet of the night, first bet of the day. The Diamondbacks taking on the Marlins. Still waiting for pitchers to be announced. But I'm going to be honest with you. I don't care. I love it. Give me the Diamondbacks minus 1.5, minus 118. I think they get right in this spot. I think they tear up the Marlins. I think the Bats will get them back in, and I think they put up some runs tonight. Give me the Diamondbacks minus 1.5 on the road in Miami. And then my Metropolitans taking on the Orioles. Give me the Orioles as dogs plus 112. I know. Doug Peterson 7-1. I know. Trevor Rogers is 2-11. But hey, sometimes in baseball, that don't matter. What did I just say? I don't care. I need to get sponsored, man. Get that song dropping on this thing. Orioles plus 112 on the money line. Give it to me nice and slow. And then we got a pair of home run lines, which you know is a cardinal sin in gambling. Well, guess what? Rules are meant to be breaking, and I'm breaking them tonight. Royals minus 1.5 plus 104 taking on the Angels of Anaheim. And then give me the Charlie Dodgers of Los Angeles also on the run line at plus 152 taking on the Seattle Mariners and Brandon. I just had to get Brandon Wu's name in there. Uno más tiempo. That's one more time for the non-Espanol speakers. But man, just to recap them things, we're going D-backs on the run line. We're going Orioles on the money line, and then we're going Royals run line. Dodgers, the Brooklyn Bums, taking them on the run line as well. Those are the 4 bets tonight for you on the Diamond. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for the love. And thank you for the support. This is Captain Via Hook with the red beard. I'm Rowan Donaghy, a.k.a. Rowan Dobbs, going live on a fantastic Monday. Wake up and get ready for the week. It is the 19th day of August, baby. The year is 2024. Please take all of these wagers at your own risk. And please, please, for your wife's sake, gamble responsibly.